Hello friends, today's story is Kabir and the Dead Cow. It would be no exaggeration to say that the great Saint Kabir was nature's gift to humankind. He is revered even today by millions in India who hold his verses close to their hearts. Even one of Kabir's couplets transcends time and reveals eternal spiritual truth far more engagingly and effectively than 1,000 so called religious scriptures put together. If there is a person who can be considered to be a prodigy in the world of philosophy and poetry, it is none other than Kabir, who lived in Banaras, now known as Varanasi. As a child, Kabir loved loitering around the tiny by lanes of Banaras, the ancient Indian city, keenly observing everything from his own unique perspective, and it was became of because of his sharp intelligence and extraordinary perception that he got the opportunity to train under the great Saint Ramananda Swami of Banaras. Unlike other childs, Kabir fearlessly voiced his doubts about almost everything that he was taught and also asked numerous questions at every opportunity. One day, his guru had organized the Shraddh ceremony to pay homage to his father who had passed away. This ritual, in which priests are invited to for a feast, is followed with a great reverence. The common belief underlying is being that when priests are fed, the food reaches the departed soul. The Guru had thus invited several priests for the feast so that deliciously fed to them could reach his late father. Perceptions for the feast commenced early in the morning, and Kabir and the rest of the disciples were entrusted with different responsibilities. Kabir was assigned the task of fetching milk for the priests. So early in the morning, he set off towards the market carrying an empty pail with him. As milk is an important ingredient in the Shraddh ceremony, the Guru had asked Kabir to return quickly with the milk. But the Guru wasn't for a surprise. Much of his dismay, even after an hour had passed, Kabir had not yet returned with the pail of milk. The Guru became upset. He had not expected Kabir to be so irresponsible, but still patiently for him. But when several hours passed by and Kabir had not yet returned, the Guru became annoyed. He decided that he would take Kabir to task when he returned. However, Kabir had not arrived even after the sun was high up in the sky, and it was time to serve the meal to the priest. The ceremony was concluded, and the Guru had to content the feeding the priest without except milk. As soon as the priest had left, the Guru, who now worried about Kabir's whereabouts, set off to search for him in the narrow by lanes of Banaras along with few disciples. Soon they found Kabir seated on the roadside beside a dead cow, holding his head in his hands. He was intently observing the cow while the empty pail lay beside him. Taken aback by the sight, the Guru could not understand what Kabir was doing near the dead cow. He went and stood beside him to take a closer look at what it was that had kept Kabir preoccupied for so long. But Kabir was so engrossed in observing the dead cow that he did not notice that his Guru's presence. "What are you doing here?" demanded the Guru. On hearing his Guru's voice, Kabir was jolted back to reality. He replied innocently, "I am waiting for the cow to give milk, O Guru." Surprised by the reply, the Guru affectionately stroked Kabir's head and said, "Since when do dead cows give milk, my dear boy?" Kabir replied with a naughty gleam in his eyes, "If your dead father can have meals, then the dead cow can certainly give milk." Kabir's words struck Guru's Ramanand like a thunderbolt, Embracing Kabir, he said, "My dear boy, you have opened my eyes today. Clearly, you have already taken the first gain step on the path towards wisdom." Moral of the story: well, Kabir had even as a child taken his first step on the path of wisdom, but when will you? If you really want to set forth on the path to wisdom, then instead of blindly following age old customs, use your inner intelligence to evaluate everything. After all, attaining wisdom is your birthright. Thank you.